We now know the meaning behind the words on the shell casings left at the scene of the deadly shooting of the UnitedHealthCare CEO. Deny, defend, and depose were engraved on the bullets. And it's been reported that these words are a reference to a book that criticises insurance companies in the US. It's called Delay, Deny, Defend: Why Insurance Companies Don't Pay Claims and What You Can Do About It. Now, Brian Thompson was the boss of the largest health insurer in the US, and the NYPD know he was specifically targeted, but at this point they don't know why. There are a ton of theories flying around about this case, but their manhunt to find the suspect continues.
As the CEO of a health insurance company in the UK, I was deeply disturbed by the unaliving of one of our colleagues in the industry over in New York just a few days ago. But I'm even more disgusted and alarmed by the response to that terrible unaliving incident in New York on TikTok here. The jovial celebration of this horrendous act, the martyring of this insane, psychopathic maniac who did this just because he didn't understand how insurance works or how the insurance industry works, okay? Yes, 20% of claims don't go through at UnitedHealthCare, but 80% of them do, okay? 80% of the people who claimed got the healthcare they needed and all of their costs were paid for. £500,000 for cancer treatment? Paid. Paid. We are paying for people's healthcare. We're not taking it away from them. If you don't like that, if you don't like us, find another company, okay? It's not okay to start unaliving CEOs. CEO lives matter. CEOs are people just like you, with families, with dreams, with needs, with desires, with goals, with aspirations, with the will, the yearning to help, provide vastly reduced health costs to individuals, to you, the smooth brains, wishing for our demise. We care about you, all right? So have a little bit of respect back for us. Now, I got bumped into last week in this car and I got a small dent in the back of the car. It was my fault. I didn't have my fog lights on, and I took the hit for that. Does that mean I'm then going to go to Aviva Car Insurance and start unaliving people? No, it doesn't. That's wrong. It's immoral. You're all morons. And I really do think a lot of the people celebrating what's happened here need to be investigated. There needs to be some kind of list because it's not okay. TikTok needs to take action.
So you're telling me a somewhat professional assassin travels up to New York City, knows the CEO's schedule, waits for him, has one gun, one silencer, 3 bullets, deny, defend, depose, bang, 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 lights out, disappears in a Central Park with a bag full of funny money. He's got Monopoly money. He's gone. Evades all police, New York City police, FBI is looking for him. The whole country's united about this one issue. No one wants to rat on his ass. Now you're telling me they find him in Pennsylvania in a McDonald's lobby with all the evidence on him? Didn't get rid of his gun, his silencer, his 4 fake IDs, and he's got a manifesto just in his pocket? Like, come on, man. And you're gonna tell me a McDonald's employee flipping a burger was just like, I recognize those eyebrows. I don't know, man. It's not adding up to me.
I'm not gonna lie. What happened to the CEO of UnitedHealthCare was definitely chilling and sad, so heart goes out to his family. But whoever did that, it had to have been personal. No one can convince me. Because the note that was left, you can't convince me that person was denied some type of insurance claim that he needed. Either his daughter was sick, his mama was sick, his wife was sick, he was sick. He needed something. He needed a surgery. He needed something, medication, and UnitedHealthCare won't doing it. And he realized that it's either one way or no way. And he chose to do that way. Granted, was it the smart way? No. But you have to understand, living in a country like this, where the rent is $5,000, you owe this money, everybody's in your pocket, I'm not surprised that he chose to do the irrational thing. He or she, whoever this mysterious person is, like, this person must have been in complete stress because this person even left a note, like, at the scene, like, because they were very angry. They even said, like, he waited there for him to, like, walk out. Like, he even knew what door he was going to come out of. That's how I knew, like, this was something that he planned. This was some type of anger that he had pent up. Whoever that he had or whatever happened, the person that needed the insurance claim must have no longer been on living. Because that's the only way I can assume, or that's the only way I can think that someone would do something so violent, if that makes sense. Although this is something that's super duper tragic, hopefully this opens up the eyes of all the insurance companies out there to start taking their customers seriously so things like this do not happen in the future. But thoughts and deductibles.
You know why I don't care that the CEO of UnitedHealthCare was also a husband and father? My mom died from complications due to diabetes. Diabetes requires a lot of supply, not just things like pumps, insulin, needles, test strips. It's things like batteries, alcohol wipes, band-aids, tape, gauze. 6 months before my mom died, her health insurance let her know that all of the things that she had been prescribed and insured for the last 10, 15 years of her life were no longer going to be covered. The insulin her life depended on, the pumps her life depended on, and the batteries that go in those pumps. The morning after my mom died, and I'm talking not even 24 hours after, 7 a.m., the morning after my mom died, a box full of all of my mom's supplies for the next 4-6 months showed up on my front step. And inside the box, with all of her supplies, there was a letter that said, "Due to the change in your current situation, we have now fully insured and covered your supplies." The current change in situation was listed as death. Patient expiration. So yeah, it makes sense that all of the health insurance companies in the United States have now taken their CEOs off their websites, because it's not a matter of if this happens next, it's when.
A person was shot and killed and you're laughing? You're all making jokes about it?
Hey, so it was actually the CEO of a multi-million-dollar healthcare company that would, like, deny people's insurance claims and shit. Yeah.
Carry on. I didn't expect that video to blow up, so I wanted to respond to this one because this is the narrative that has been used by all the people that are against this whole CEO getting shot thing. It's also a huge trope that you see in movies, music, media, video games. It's that whole, oh, if we do this, we're no better than the oppressors, or we put ourselves to the bad guys level. If we do this, let's show them that we're better. Let's take the high road. Like, yeah, it works well in movies, TV shows, and video games, but what does that actually lead us to in real life society? The narrative that we don't stoop to their level because we're better than them or we're better than that implies that despite how we deal with how they have oppressed us, we can't do the same to them because it would make us worse somehow. I don't know about y'all, but the high road is exactly how we got to this spot. And the people are speaking. They want better options. They want better ways to deal with this.
I could see why a lot of the health insurance CEOs were very, very nervous about their photos being up. Because look, in all honesty, he was like lower tier. He did a lot of denials though, and he used AI. So I'm wondering if all the amount of denials, since they had like 90% of the denials is one of the key factors. But yeah, this is crazy. I think it's kind of crazy how much these people make. How much money these billionaires make. I mean, I guess good for them. But then when you live this type of lifestyle, do you lose compassion? Do you lose empathy? You know, only if it affects you, right? I guarantee these people, if anything happened to their family, they would have the means to pay for it. Obviously, a lot of us are struggling. So every time we go to the hospital, you know, a hospital stay, a day in the hospital is like, if you got to stay overnight, that's like almost like $10,000. maybe $5,000, and then the insurance company isn't paying all of it or isn't even approving it. Do you know some insurance companies, you go to the emergency room and that emergency room might be in your pocket network, but let's say the person who's doing the x-ray, they aren't, or the physician, the ER physician who visited you in the emergency room, who evaluated you, they're not in that company's profile. But like when you're in an emergency, you're supposed to say, hey, do I get covered by? It's just a fucking scam. These healthcare insurance companies are all fucking frauds. They're all fucking scammers. It's a fucking goddamn pyramid scheme. It's just fucking, taking from people who absolutely need help. Most people don't want to go to the hospital unless something is fucking wrong with them. And I was born with a pre-diagnosed medical condition, whatever they want to call it. I was born with a heart defect. So I probably wouldn't even have insurance if it wasn't for my employer, because all these fuckers would probably deny me. When I was a kid and I had to have surgery, my father's employer fucking fired him before I had to have surgery. Luckily, the Ronald McDonald Fund and some state charities paid for it, because these fuckers aren't going to give me any insurance. So, I don't know. I just think this is all fucking Ponzi scheme. It's all fucking fraud. Half of the population doesn't even go to the doctors. They're just collecting their monthly premium and payments and still have the nerve to charge them a fucking copay. So why the fuck do we have to pay for health insurance unless we absolutely fucking need it? That's how I feel. I mean, why don't we just pay as we go? Fuck. Set like a credit card bill. Some shit. Because these fucking assholes and healthcare is so goddamn expensive. $10,000 for one night stay in the hospital. I don't know. Do we want do we want socialism? Do we want, universal healthcare for all? I say fuck yeah. Take these fuckers' paychecks.
I am never gonna let anybody tell me that American people are not funny ever again, because this guy is the biggest joker in the world. The fact they found his backpack and it was full of Monopoly money. He's playing chess while everybody else is playing checkers, and I love that for him. Also, I don't know if Americans know this, but the rest of us in the rest of the world, we are so invested in this case. I cannot tell you. Like, it is all over the media in literally every single country in the world, and you guys have got people supporting you with healthcare reform all over the world. Like, we all want you guys to have better access to healthcare. I saw a comment section where someone American was like, I wonder if people in the rest of the world are seeing this. And all the replies were like, I'm in Kenya, I'm in South Africa, I'm in Malaysia, I'm in the Netherlands, I'm in England, I'm in Argentina, I'm in Mexico, I'm in Canada, and I'm watching this and I'm supporting you.
All right, Bet, I'm going to list you every single country in the world that has better healthcare than the US. And this is not better access to healthcare. This is better quality of healthcare. Singapore, Japan, South Korea, Taiwan, China, Israel, Norway, Iceland, Sweden, Switzerland, the Netherlands, Luxembourg, Germany, Hong Kong, Finland, Denmark, Italy, Belgium. It's cut off, but then you've got Malta, France, Australia, Austria, Ireland, Slovenia, New Zealand, Spain, Cuba, Czechia, Cyprus, Costa Rica, Thailand, Canada, the UAE, the UK, Uruguay, Colombia, Estonia, Qatar, the Seychelles, Portugal. And then we've got Greece, Malaysia, Kuwait, Vietnam, Slovakia, Hungary, Sri Lanka, Poland, Uzbekistan, Bahrain, Chile, Peru, Croatia, Turkmenistan, Oman, Saudi Arabia, Panama, Iran, Latvia, Argentina, Lithuania, Belarus. And then we've got Turkey, Trinidad, Bulgaria, Albania, Jamaica, and Armenia. So tell me again how your current healthcare system's working.
So I took CEO out of my LinkedIn bio. No reason in particular. I didn't want nobody to get the wrong idea. You know what I'm saying? I heard that CEOs have 30 minutes, child. So mind you, the only employee I have is myself. But I didn't want no confusion, because after what happened the other day outside the hotel to UnitedHealthCare CEO, that's crazy. But what's even crazier is right after that, I read a headline saying that another insurance company is gonna stop giving anesthesia for the full time. So they're only gonna cover it up to a certain time. And I'm confused, because I wanna know, if you're the CEO of that company, you ain't see the news? No funny shit. You ain't see what happened to your colleague? You ain't see how within 30 minutes they had started the meeting on time, stepped over his body, had his emails forwarded, and had his job posted on LinkedIn within the hour? I don't know. Y'all might want to rethink that anesthesia thing.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to be talking about the UnitedHealthCare CEO thing going on. It's a lot, guys. It's very brutal. You do have different kinds of opinions. Some of them feel sorry for the CEO that has passed away. Some people are not sympathetic at all because they see the CEOs in America specifically as greedy, evil, cold people. Now the whole situation is just a lot, and I will say the American system with the healthcare is not the best, because why do you have to pay for certain things? I know certain things in life is not cheap and all those things, which is another discussion, but the thing with paying for healthcare, and especially if you don't have the money, I see why people do leave the country for healthcare reasons, because America, it's especially if someone has passed away or a miscarriage has happened, and the fact that you still have to pay for it is such a shame. It's like you're paying for a funeral, kind of, indirectly. Not saying it's the same, but yeah, the healthcare system is it's not for the weak in America or places like America. But tell me you guys' thoughts on this. Bye.